the first one is out, then push it down, going in for the final time. Now let's get the replacement LED in. Polarity is right. That's always falling off. I don't know why. Oh, this is the thing that was rattling. Interior lights have been replaced. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So on today's video, the agenda is interior lights. So we need to replace these or upgrade these lights onto LED bulbs. So we're going to be replacing all these. So what I'm going to be using is these. So you need something sharp. When you look at it, there's something right here which is supposed to indicate to you where to put something. Now let's take this out and replace it with the LEDs. The first one is out. So now that it's out, what we can do is just to remove the connector which puts power onto the cable. So we can just remove it like this, pinch these two sides, pinch them, then remove it. Remove this protective cover right here, just unclip it, unclip it like that and push it a bit up. Come to the other side and clip it like that. So I'm gonna use this smallest one just to get in here. Okay, it did the job. Now this cover is coming off. Okay, so here's the bulb inside. So this bulb will need to be replaced. I'm not sure if you can see it very well, but here's the bulb inside. Okay, so here's the replacement bulbs that I'm going to use. So these bulbs are T10s. So these T10s will work very well. I think they are canvas coated, I'm not really sure. So these bulbs were costing me, I think they costed me only 20 rands. I'm not sure how much it is in dollars, but they costed me only 20 rands. Now we're going to need to take out these bulbs. So to take out this bulb, what you need to do is just to push it further. It will release. There it is, it released. So now these LED bulbs are polar sensitive, so you're going to need to know which one is negative, which one is positive. So because I don't know, I'm just going to put it in and then go and test. If it doesn't turn on, then I'm going to need to change the polarities. So okay, I'm not getting it. Okay, yeah, there it is. Now it's seated. So before we can close everything up, we just need to make sure that the polarity is correct. So I'm going to go and check the polarity, and after that we're going to close everything up. So I'm back inside. I want to check if the polarity is right. Okay, I got it wrong. So I've now changed the polarity of the bulb. So right now we just need to test it out and see if it does work. Okay, perfect. So now that we know that the bulb works, we can then put everything that covers up the bulb together. So let me just put that back. To close up the bulb, you just put on this case, then push it down and press it. Then bend these tabs back, bend them back, then you plug it in. Okay, you're now going in for the final time. Okay, now the bulb is in for the final time, and that's it. So the way you put this one in is the same way you put the driver's side in. So now we're going to go to the dome lights. So the next lights on the agenda are the rear lights. So these lights on my car have an issue because if you can see, this thing is already dangling, and when I push it up so that it can sit, it doesn't sit very well. So I got a good head start because now you can just pry this piece out. Just pry it out like this. Then it'll come down. So I really need to fix this because I don't know how to I don't know why it's coming down like that, so it needs to be fixed. So these are the lights that we need to replace, so I'm just going to pull them out, another one in, pull out, pull in, pull out, pull in. So just wiggle them to the back and front. While pulling out, it will come out, then push. Now let's get the replacement LED in and see if it's going to work on okay, polarity is wrong. Polarity is right, so it's on. Now let's get the next one. No, I'm going to see you later because I'll need to go and turn on the lights at the front. Let's get the replacement LED in. Okay, polarity is right. So now let's try this one for the metal part. I'm sorry. So let's get the middle one in. I just hope I got the polarity right at the first try, because if not I have to open up again. Let me turn all the lights. Okay, luckily I got the polarity right at the first try, so these are good. Now let me put back the cover on. I really don't know how to put this in so that it doesn't fall off, because it's always falling off. I don't know why, and I don't know how I'm going to make it not to fall off, because these parts are only meant to make it go out. When you press here, that's when you want it to go out, but it should go back in and then clip onto something at the top here. But I'm not getting it right, which is making me worried, but it's fine. Okay, so with the dilemma that I had, I finally figured it out. So what I needed to do was to push this up, then pull this tab back in. As I did on this side, you can see now that the hood liner is not even coming off. Putting the cover back on is very simple. The way you took it out, you just need to align it, then push it back in like that until it clips. Then you know that it's seated. Okay, so now everything is seated. Turn on the light. There we go. There we go. So the lights are now working properly, and the roof liner is also located perfectly. So to get the front dome lights off, you need to remove this cover right here. Okay, it's out. Also need to take out the other side as well. Then drop it down like this. Oh, this is the thing that was rattling. Okay, it fell off. So get this off like this. After dropping this off, you'll see some T20 screws right here. I'm going to take the first T20 out, then take the second T20. The minute you take this out, you can see that this whole piece is now wobbling off. So just support it when you're taking out the screw. Okay, the screw is out. Now, drop this off. There's a plug right here. You can remove it if you want to, but I don't think I want to remove it. I'll just leave it dangling like this. Again, the same T10 lights that I put on the other side is the same T10s that I'm putting on this one as well. So to remove these lights right here, I'll have to demonstrate to you with another assembly of the dome light. So this is a dome light assembly from a 2009 VW Jetta 5. This is the VW Jetta 5 that I had before, which got an accident. If you don't know this video, please look at the video where I show you my car when it was involved in an accident at the top corner right here. So the dome light assembly is basically the same as the 2007 model, but they look different, but how they work is basically the same. So how I removed those dome lights was to twist and pull out, so you will then be able to see the T10, then remove it, put the LED, then put it back on. After putting the LED, put it back on, then put it in this hole right here, twist again, and it will be locked in place. So you pull it out, remove it, remove the light that you want to replace, then put it back in like this, then close it up. So you'll be able to replace the light like that. So that's how I did it. So this is how you basically change those lights on the front dome lights. So yeah. Okay, now we've figured out everything right here. So what I need to do right now is just need to put this back on. So this is on, goes in first in there, then the second part goes in here. So we took out two T20 screws right there, so we need to put them back on. So gonna get you in first. So let me just put on the key and see if we don't have any issues. Okay, lights are on. They do turn on. Okay, I'm sorry about the music. These do turn on. What I need to do right now is just to put on this last cover. So this last cover as well as some broken clips, but you know, some VW stuff. So let me put this back on, then get it to clip in like this. Now the front dome assembly lights are now on. So the next interior light to get replaced will be this glove box light. So to get it out, you need at least something to help you, because if you don't have something to help you, it's not going to be easy. And also you need two hands, because with one you may be able to pull it out, but when you release it, it goes back in again. So that makes it a little bit difficult to completely take it out. Okay, so it's also out. Okay, so now that we've replaced the LED, we can just put this one back in. So the reason I didn't show how I replaced the LED inside is because the way I took out the LED on the footwell lights is exactly the same way that you're going to do it on this light as well. This one is in. Now we just need to put it back on its position. So interior lights have been replaced. The last part of the interior light is this trunk light, so don't mind these bottles. This is just my coolant that I keep with me everywhere I go. So to remove it is just the same. So you need to pop in here, as you can see right there. There's a slot for a screwdriver or whatever that you can put in there so that you are able to remove the light from in there. Then after that, you just pull off this connector. You'll find it like this. So the interior lights of the trunk as well, it's just some hollow lights. So I'm going to be putting these ones, which are also CAN bus enabled, so they're not going to give us an error. So you're going to need to remove this light, so just push this back. When pushing this back, push the light out. When you're pushing this back, just push the light out, just like that. The light is out. Now let me get these new lights. What I hate right now is that I'll be left with one light that I don't know what I'll be used for, because already the other lights have been utilized. So I'm just left with one light right now, so I'm just going to cut it like this so that the other one is still protected, because I'm not going to use it for now. Now we'll need to be checking the polarity, because the LEDs are very polar sensitive, so you need to check the polarity of the lights, then put them back on completely. So as you can see right now, this light is a little bit shorter than the one that we took out, so we'll need to make some adjustments inside here. This one is a little bit longer by at least 2 millimeters, so we'll need to extend this in here. Just push it back further so that it connects with the light. So we'll just need to bend it a bit forward like that. Yeah, bend it a bit forward like that. Also bend this a bit forward, because it will also need to connect with the other part of the light. So let me try with this side. I think that's bent enough. So what I hate is that I will need to remove it again to find the positive and the negative after bending this. So I'm just gonna put it like this and test whether it lights up or not. Okay, let me test it out. Then if it works, then we know. Okay, just go ahead. Okay, so this works, as you can see. So we can now put it for the final time. Okay. I think it's well seated. I just need to make it face a bit downwards. Now let me just plug it back in. Okay, push you back in first. That's it. The light is back on. Now the interior light is fully back in. So that's it for today's video, guys. So thank you so much for watching this video and subscribing onto the channel. I really appreciate it. So until the next time, we out.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why